public schools of England are famous throughout the world for their standard of education and responsible attitude to personal development. This film is about one of the happiest schools in the north of England, Hunmanby Hall School in Yorkshire.
Really good.
Electronics with the dog. Went to mow a meadow. Two men went to mow. Went to mow a meadow. Two men, one man, and his supersonic electronics fit the dog. Yeah. Went to mow a meadow. Three men went to mow. Went to mow a meadow. Three men, two men, one man, and his supersonic electronics fit the dog. Yeah. Went to mow a meadow. Four men went to mow. Went to mow a meadow. Four men, three men, two men, one man, and his supersonic electronics fit the dog.
That looks like Wendy on drummer.
Hello and welcome to Hunmanby. I'm very glad to have the opportunity to tell you a little bit about our school before we show you some of the things that we do. When people come here, the first thing that they comment upon is that the girls seem happy. And I want to talk about happiness first. I don't mean that I think that happiness is more important than working, because of course it isn't. All schools place great emphasis upon their academic work and upon the achieving of potential, and so do we. But it does seem to me enormously important that girls should be happy at school, because I believe that if they're not happy, then they won't achieve their potential. When a girl first comes here, she is greeted by an older girl who we call a big sister. A big sister will be someone perhaps in the 5th form or the 6th form who will write to a girl before she comes, telephone her, possibly even visit her if distance makes that possible. But whatever, the big sister will be here on the day that the girl arrives, and she will greet her, bring her to see me, take her to see her house matron, take her to meet her form mistress, take her to meet the nursing sister. She will sit with her through her first meals, help her unpack, and generally smooth the path of a girl's life.
You're coming to lunch at the same time every day. Now, as you can see, we've got a selection of cold meals or hot meals. What would you like? Now then, there's a selection of vegetables. Potatoes. Help yourself, plenty of them. At main meals, there's coffee or tea or selection. Let's come over here. You get your tomato sauce and sour cream from there. Would you like to sit down opposite me?
What we hope for each girl at Hunmanby is that she'll achieve her potential. Many of our girls are highly academic, but some are not. And for all girls, we ask that they are not in competition with one another, but in competition with themselves. That each girl should believe that she is called upon to do her best, and that her best is good enough. In many ways, this is helped by being at a boarding school, because we have small classes, we have an atmosphere in which girls can approach their teaching staff individually and ask for help with things that they find difficult. In a boarding school, everything is on the spot. If you want to be in the hockey team, there's no problem. If you want to go to the art club and the ballet club, be in the Guide Company, take up Duke of Edinburgh's award, try your hand at fencing or judo or drama, if you want to be in the school play or the school choir or the school orchestra, there isn't any problem. It's all here, and the system is set up to provide for you so that you are able to take part in anything you want. Now, with the best will in the world, this isn't always possible in a day school, because parents have got lives too. And parents ought to have lives, because there is a way in which a family can be smothering rather than supportive. When a girl comes, of course she's homesick at first. But she'll very quickly settle down, and indeed, what sort of a home would it be if she didn't miss it a little bit when she first left? In fact, that's one of the advantages of being at a girls-only school, because the older girls are very helpful in creating an atmosphere of security for the younger girls. There are many other advantages to being at a girls-only school. Most of them are academic. They include single-sex classes which help girls to do far better in all subjects, but particularly in maths and sciences. Recent research done by a number of universities, both in this country and abroad, has indicated that girls do very much better in single-sex classes than in mixed classes. Co-education is something that benefits boys. I hesitate to say it, but it was, I think, designed by men for boys. There is a sense in which a girl's life is far more complicated than a boy's, because for a girl there is also the prospect of running a home as well as having a career, and many women these days combine both very successfully. It's important that schools should train a girl to do both things, and therefore we here place emphasis on home economics, needlework and craft, and on traditional girls' subjects, because running a home and acting as a mother is a tremendously important job to do, and it needs to be done well. Boarding schools have got a great deal to offer as a preparation for the business of being a woman, and naturally I think Hunmanby has got more to offer than any other. Of course, our school is a Christian foundation, and this is very important to many of us, both girls and staff, because it gives us a strength and a sense of purpose that we wouldn't otherwise have. Every Sunday we worship in our chapel in company with the village community. Come and have a look. I've got two of our sixth form, Michelle and Antonia, to take you on a tour.
Hello, pleased to meet you. Would you like to come up this way? We'll take you first to the new sports hall. When I first came to Hunmanby, there was a hockey match on. I think this probably clinched it for me because I wanted a school that was also interested in sports, and my mum and dad let me choose. That's just a trick our resident nurse. It's nice to know that somebody's here all the time for emergency. Yeah, they look a lot worse now that they're redecorated, don't they? go to your dormitory? From the first form to the fourth form, they have their own cubicle, which allows them a little bit of privacy. They can put up posters and bring back cuddly toys if they want to. Makes it slightly more personal, I think.
Let's hope we find a tidy one.
This is the juniors block. We used to call it the J's.
You weren't here in the J's, were you?
No, I came when I was 12.
What was it like? Did you have a volunteer teacher like Tina over there when you were in the J's?
As far as I can remember, I think we did. But honestly, I can't remember an awful lot about the teaching. I remember when I first came, it was like a big family. You know, you used to have individual attention from the teachers. But I think the thing I really liked about it was having so many girls of my own age to play with. You know, it's something I'd never really experienced before. They all had the same interests. I think I enjoyed that. In fact, when I first came, I didn't even kiss Mum and Dad goodbye. I just ran off to go and play. But I can't remember an awful lot. Apart from I must have enjoyed it, because I don't have any bad memories. All along here is the arts and crafts department. You're able to do screen printing, photography, painting, sculpture. There's many other things you can do as well, though.
Let me introduce you to Mr. Nick.
Good afternoon. You've arrived at a time when we have some of the lower six in the pottery. Megan here, making a model of Bridget, has been with us since the first form, the last 6 years or so, and is one of our A-level pupils. At this level, one expects quite a lot from pupils, and they're beginning to have quite professional standards. Money hasn't been a problem in the acquiring of the kind of equipment that gives a broader experience, so that all children from 11 upwards get some kind of experience of doing three-dimensional art and some form of printmaking, be it silkscreening or lino cutting or anything else.
This is Mrs. Nicholas, our computer studies teacher.
Hello. We're fortunate enough this year to have acquired a new computer room and 9 BBC micros. We also have a machine in the physics lab and one in the junior department. The group that we have here are a fourth year group who are doing an O-level course. We do a general course in the second form, which familiarises the girls with the machines, and we've just begun a sixth form A-level course this year.
On the right-hand side, we have a swimming pool. It's heated, of course. It's extremely popular.
The next building we're coming to is the library. It is quite isolated from the rest of the school.
And this makes it ideal for studying in peace and quiet. This is one of the oldest parts of the school, and the girls in here are studying for their Oxbridge exams.